so now the mic is working. So you haven't stayed delayed long enough. So we will start with Cam because he's closer. Cam, walk us through your list.
Okay, so today I am running Epic Iris, a full unit of Widowmakers, a full unit of Assassins with the Underboss, the Great Bears, Scrapjack's Leg, Silly Wishnailer, Old Witch, Big Behemoth, a full unit of Winterguard, you know, the thing, Kovnik Joe, and some Eliminators just hanging out in the back.
So I've got full unit of Temple Flame Guard with the UA and Purus coming along for the first time. 2 units of Bastions, a Vassal, the Avatar, the Bastion Seneschal Solo, Vilmon, a Hierophant, Harbinger, and a Devout. And this is a list I've been playing for a while. It's a little bit changed up, and I'm padding for Frazier.
Okay, so at this point, we are, Bubba says go Khador. I think he's only slightly biased, but that is to be expected. And I think, why am I not seeing that? That is, okay. And one more moment. This is high levels of professionalism. You know, awkward pauses in the middle of a video is often the thing everyone is looking for all the time. There we go. And haha, I can mute that one. There we go. So we're starting with Alex's turn 1. So they did set up on the clock, and there's 57. Oh, so we're rolling to see how many focus the Avatar get. He gets 2 focus, breaking the typical chain of him getting lots in the first few turns and then nothing later on. So maybe we'll see how that works out.
So 1 for the Devout, 9 for Harbinger.
1 for the Devout and 9 for Harbinger.
Okay.
Once again, the terrain is being provided you by Playmobil. Playmobil, the star choice for terrain in War Machine games.
Cast. You can cast and then you charge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't run. Okay.
So I'm going to cast Crusader's Call 3.
So Harbinger is casting Crusader's Call for 3, and that does
2 inches to charge.
Plus-
When I charge.
plus 2 movement to charge on everyone in your control, or
On my control area.
that's everyone in the control area.
And then Harbor's going to charge Behemoth.
And Harvey is going to charge Behemoth.
Plus 3 inches charge, plus 2 inch movement, so 11 inches.
11-inch charge for Behemoth. So Harbinger is moving up 11 inches. Now he's trying to figure out if he wants to let go of the model.
Yes.
There we go. It's fully placed now.
Chest, right? As soon as you, let go,
You leave that little tiny finger on it, just yeah.
Okay. That's let's get that out of the way.
Okay, just moving the focus out of the way there.
Okay, the Devout's going to activate. The Devout is going to run.
Devote is activating and running, spending that 1 focus that was allocated, and getting into base-to-base with Harbinger.
The Avatar is going to activate. He's going to run.
Avatar is activating and running. Actually, just checking the speed, believes that it's speed 5. So running for 10. And looks like he's going into base-to-base with Harbinger as well. They just want to get close and snugly.
Bastions activate. Bastions run on this side.
So the Bastions are running up. They're avoiding the forest.
Speed 4.
Yeah, speed 4 into the forest probably would not be a good thing. And it's 2 units of Bastions, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
As the bastions on the right is going to activate and they're going to run.
So the bastions on the right are activating and running. And for the adept
They're gonna run
viewer,
charge.
oh, they're doing
So
a
you
run
can see,
charge.
some guys, they charge faster than they run with Crusader's Call.
Okay.
Their speed 4, and charge to 7, and then they get plus 2 inches to 9.
Ah, interesting. So Crusader's Call gives them a bonus to, when they charge, so they can actually charge faster than they can run. I know, Bubba, is bumping the model a Canadian rule violation? Well, so everyone's else running in behind. A little bit of placing issues here for Alex. These Bastion Spears seem to be getting in the way.
The Hierophant's going to activate and it's going to run up back here.
So someone's running up behind. I didn't catch the name.
Hierophant.
The Hierophant.
Okay. This unit of TFG is going to activate.
So the Tempo Fladegar are activating. Odd to see an unpainted unit in Alex's army. I'm just going to give him a small hard time about that. It's coming from someone whose army is not even remotely as well painted as his.
So they run 12 in various states of disrepair.
I'm talking about me, not you. I wouldn't diss you. Yeah, please move the trees out of the way. Just put them back when you're done. So he's basically calculating the amount of run he can do, including the forest. So there's some higher math going on. Yep. So they're running into the forest.
They would get a balanced charge on the run normally, but or balanced charge on the charge. But,
now the ones on the closest to me, would they get a little bit further into the forest because they're having to go through less of it?
probably, but I don't know.
You want to keep them close together? Okay.
How far I actually want to go.
So we've already lost a viewer. So guys, you're you got to keep this up.
Doesn't care.
Okay, just making sure he's comfortable with the positioning, keeping them within the spell range.
Here, back there.
Yep, checking control.
And up Pierce is going to come up.
And Pierce is running up,
Base with these two guys.
running up base to base.
The Vassal's going to activate and advance.
Vassal is activating and advancing 5 inches,
And then doing enliven on
And-
the avatar.
and then doing a liven on the avatar. And what does a liven do again?
When I get damage or an attack, I can make an advance. No free strikes.
Okay.
Enliven expires.
Okay, so do you get to do it other than just an advance? You can't.
Save spell.
Oh, okay.
And then Vilmon's going to activate and run up.
Vilmont is activating and running up,
And then the Bastion Sims is going to activate and run up.
and the Bastion guy is activating. So that's the end of Alex's turn 1.
You didn't beat? You did not beat.
No feed on Harvey, and Alex ends at 52 minutes.
So I'll put.
Cam's starting with 57 minutes on his clock after setup. So 1 on the Behemoth. Looks like 1 on the Scrapjack, or is it 2 on the Behemoth now?
Yeah, 2 on Behemoth.
Okay.
Give it a go. And rest on Witch.
And Old Witch will keep the rest. So she's got, what, 4?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so she's a focus 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I only ask because I've never seen Old Witch played on the table before, so
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
I live a sheltered life.
She ought to be more than that, but, whatever. Okay, so we'll activate these guys first. They're going to run up.
So activating the
Sorry,
The-
Winter Guard are going to go first, and they're going to run.
the Winter Guard are going to run up. So we got the grenade guys, and then the rest of them. So we're taking any questions from the chat. Anyone has any questions for either myself, Bubba, who's lurking, or anyone else, please feel free to ask. If you have any questions, if you're watching this on YouTube, throw them in the comment section and we'll respond back.
Joe's going to go up.
So Kovnik Joe is activating. He's doing the Tough and Fearless, which is that call the Forefathers?
Yeah. Courage of the
Courage of the Forefathers.
Courage of the Four Dogs.
You're confusing me. Don't confuse the commentator. I'm confused enough as it is. I don't need any additional help. Behemoth is walking up,
And I'm going to try and earn some shots.
and he is going to loft some shots.
So I'm going to shoot at...
Can you see them in the forest?
Yes. So Old Witch grants augury to her battle group, so I can draw a line of sight through forest.
Oh, interesting. So the Old Witch grants the Jack's ability to see through line of sight through forest. So he's going to throw a couple shots and hope for a couple good scatters.
So black is direction.
So black is direction. So it's going 1 inch to the 4.
1 to the 4. So not 1 to the 4. Gotcha. So second shot.
So first one doesn't do anything.
1 to the 2. So
1 to the 2. So he's pretty accurate with that Behemoth, but not when he wanted to be. So activating the Scrapjack, who's running up, just going to toe into the zone there. Now, is Scrapjack and Old Witch a unit, or can they be moved separately?
They can be moved separately.
Okay.
So I'll activate these guys.
So the Widowmakers are moving up. Going to take a shot at the Temple Guard, or the... They're just checking range.
Yep.
So he's within range.
So Rat 7, defense 13.
So Rat 7 versus 6,
that's a miss.
15. So it misses on a, or sorry, 13, which misses on a 5.
So that one.
Next one's just checking range. That one, so he needs a 6.
That's a hit.
Hits, nice solid 11. So it's taken 1 single point, so it's gone.
Leader's gonna try and take a shot at.
Leader's taking a shot at the UA. So that one's going to,
7.
yep, 7 hits.
What's his armor? His armor is
Armor 13 with 5 boxes. Need to roll high and not off the table. Oh, that's funny, Rob.
Dice.
I found, Rob, if you're watching, I found one of your dice on the floor from yesterday's game.
4 and 4, 18. So 5 boxes.
No, so he was able to take out the captain or the commander. Something he wasn't expecting. Didn't keep him base to base. Didn't think he was going to be shot.
Can't draw line of sight to those guys. So.
Well, was it 3 inches from there? Sorry, Cam's just commenting that he doesn't think he has line of sight.
This guy.
Oh, that guy. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the one in behind. Okay.
I'm gonna run up the
So Widowmakers have drawn first blood.
show over there.
The Eliminators just moved up slightly.
So Old Witch is gonna go.
Activating Old Witch.
Put Wheeled Secrets on the Assassins.
Casting Will of Secrets on the Assassins.
And then she's just gonna
And hiding behind the Behemoth.
whatever. And we'll put Iron Flesh on the.
And putting Iron Flesh onto the Winter Guard.
Yes.
That's okay. Some of the stuff I do know, so.
And then these guys out.
And the spell that Old Witch put onto these guys, it does what?
It gives them Pathfinder and Camouflage.
Pathfinder and Camouflage.
So
They get a benefit if they get it in concealment. If you want to just toe in on that one. So if they're in concealment, they get an additional, or if they're in the forest, they get additional. No, what is camouflage again?
So Camouflage is +2 defense to cover and conceal.
There we go. That's a much more better way of saying it. So it's basically camouflage gives +2 defense if you have cover or camouflage.
And these guys are gonna run out.
And then the Great Bears, or as Bubba seems to like call them, the Mediocre Bears.
I think they're pretty alright.
And Cam is not helping the case by saying he thinks they're pretty all right.
5.
That's still not very a big commitment. Oh, we're up to 5 viewers. So if you're
3.
for those 5 viewers, we're switching over. So end of Cam's turn, he is at 50 minutes. And just a reminder, Alex is starting his turn at 52. So Avatar gets 2 focus, 1 for the Devout, and 9 for Harby. We're down to 4. Apparently calling out that there was 5 scared somebody away. And just checking control area of 20 inches. only slightly disgusting.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Not as bad as 50-foot.
Yeah, well, 50-foot Haley would have been. I'm sure someone's going to play it. For those who aren't aware, the yeah, mediocre bears. Yeah, but the I'm sure someone's going to play the 50-foot Haley at some point. And for those who don't know, the 50-foot Haley was the April Fool's joke for this year.
Yeah, I saw it and I was just like, that's too real.
Yeah.
It could be a real.
Because some of the rules aren't that bad. That's the scary part. It's like you think, yeah, they probably could do that.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is a joke based on the name, but everything else about it says this is a real signal.
And I think part of it they kind of phoned it in because they said, hey, what do we have around us that we could make a joke about really quickly? Like so everyone forgot about April Fools and said, hey, there's a model in the case, let's use that.
I was surprised they didn't do the poster with her.
Yeah, true. Maybe their production guy was actually doing work, making new models. So the Bastions are moving up as I've been yammering on.
Oh yeah.
They're running.
They're running.
Yes.
These days.
And now he's just trying to negotiate the actual spears. Models are being moved around by the spears. There's a claim of not cheating. Well, I'll just accept that as true.
Oh, he is playing Menoth. Hand of God is kind of their thing,
Yeah,
right?
true.
You know?
Yeah, the hand of God. Yeah, that's God just moving their models around for him. Okay, so moving up running the other unit of Bastions.
Was that always like that?
What's that? No, I just fell over. It's
Oh.
okay. Don't tell Wayne. Don't tell Wayne though.
Okay. So we'll tell Wayne.
As a reminder, this table is brought to you by Wayne. Wayne bought this, made this, and then lent it to the HomeMachine network of battle reports.
TFG are going to activate and they're going to run.
And correct, it is TFG.
So they're gonna run up.
Bubba, if you joined us earlier, you would know that.
Shield walling.
So they are shield walling.
They are, right?
They have
Oh, okay.
shield wall order.
Yeah, I thought you said no. So I was confused.
It's a little bit of miscommunication here.
No, that's my first time. Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not being
Yeah.
maintained. So, and me losing my officer.
So this is the first time Alex is playing the Temple Flame Guard. And just as a summary, the objectives, your objective was Cam?
Arcane Wonder.
Arcane Wonder for Cam, and Alex, what's your objective?
You pick Bunker.
Bunker.
You can't shoot it.
Yes, Bob, it's the HomeMachine network of battle reports. I'm just talking out of my ass, that's it. So, and he's moving the Temple Flame Guard solo into base to base with on the left.
Okay. The avatar is going to activate. It's going to.
So the avatar is activating.
Yep. It's going to gaze and wait. Shallow water.
Yes. Yeah. So he's asking a question about shallow water. It could be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because if you get knocked down in shallow. So Alex is realizing that maybe the side with the forest and the water was not the one to choose. He's working through the where he's going to do with the avatar. Realizing that if he gets knocked down in shallow water, it's not necessarily good for him.
All right, the avatar is going to gaze and run.
The avatar is gazing and running. And then move in, just in with the bastions.
Gaze is really, I don't fix anyway with 8 inches. That doesn't get out of sight going bastions or so they're not.
And so what does gaze do again?
You have to advance towards me.
Oh, that's right. So anything,
It's like lure.
and it's within your command,
It's 8 inches.
your command range.
Okay.
Within 8 inches. So anything moves has to move towards him.
The Harbinger's going to activate and it's going to advance.
Harby is activating and just moving up a little bit, a few inches. Harby.
Here. I'm going to pop my
Oh, he's checking his control area before he commits to popping his.
feet.
So the feet has been popped. Harby's feet is anyone who moves towards them takes a POW 14
Yeah.
fire damage roll.
Now you move away, now you move around.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of her focus.
And she is
And
camping the
so
balance of her
the
force.
is going to advance
And the
5
devout
inches
is
here, base to base.
moving up, base to base.
Spell barrier.
One for, so you say skull barrier?
Spell barrier.
Spell barrier.
Target your spells.
So Harby cannot be targeted by spells.
Harpin's going to activate in advance.
Back up to 5 viewers. If you're not from the Southern Ontario meta, tell us where you're from. Where are you watching this?
Vassal's going to activate in advance.
Vassal's activating and advancing,
Give Enliven again.
giving enliven to
The
Avatar. Okay.
And no one's going to activate in advance of 6 inches.
Velmon is activating and moving up 6 inches.
Stone and mortar stance.
Stone and mortar stance.
And then the Bastion Seneschal's going to activate and run
And the Bastion Shenisol,
to 6 inches to there.
6 inches just to the edge of the water.
Or 1 more inch.
And then one more into the water. Splish splashing around.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay.
So apparently we've got Weeman from San Francisco. He blames Alex for getting into this game.
Somewhat of the original.
Oh, okay. It's amazing how people's friends wind up coming on and watching these streams.
Is that dude again? He makes them heal and has like whatever when you advance hit you. So that's called
Just asking some rule questions about the
what's his defense? 11
defense 11 on the
and armor.
Bastion Shenisol.
He has any hit points? These weird tricks up where I can't damage him through a certain way. No.
So just asking some
Sweet.
questions, see what he can do.
But I have martyr.
Yeah, martyr is a thing.
Martyr
A
is
very annoying thing.
yeah, martyr is the thing.
If you advance and anywhere in her control area, you take a POW 14. Also, you can run, charge, and make special attacks. You can't make run, charge, and special attacks. Thank you, Bubba.
Okay.
It's almost like Bubba's here helping me commentate without actually being here.
Let's do Iris, or no, I should probably assign some focus. So Scrappy.
And the POW is non-typed power. Okay, I was confusing. I'm reading the chat wrong. So he was actually reading the old witch's feat. No, I was thinking it was clarifying Harby's feat, but it was actually old witch's feat. So apparently I fail at commentating, Bubba. You need to come in. Get in the car. We'll wait for you. So Cam is just trying to figure out what target he has. There's some shield walled ones.
So 2 on the Behemoth, rest on Old Witch.
So 2 on the Behemoth, the rest on
Because
Old
of
Witch.
Silly and the Old Witch is great power. I have no focus. I don't have to spend focus on keeps. So
So
I
between
only have 2 right now.
So there's 2 upkeeps out, and both their update. One because of Silas, and one because of the old witch's. Is it great power or
Yeah, great power.
great power? Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
So Iris is going to stand still and try and shoot this dude. From
So shooting trying to see if he can range. Nope. Tried to target the Bastion Citadel, but was out of range.
who do I have line of sight to here? Can I check that? The forest?
Yeah, I think you can check the forest range.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you have it.
Yeah, you can just check the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so just confirming he has line of sight on the Temple Flame Guard in the forest.
So Widowmakers are going to stay still. This you back.
So-
That one.
So line up the first one.
So he's in.
Defense 15 in the forest against Rat 7, so needs an 8. That's a 3, so that one misses. Or Rat 9, sorry, because they're aiming. But still, that's a 3.
It's a miss. That dude to
Aiming, so 9 versus, so still needs a 6. And that's a 7, so that one hits. Martyring for 1.
I don't get a choice. I wish I could martyr for 1. But so is that dude there? Just heal? Yep. Not knocked
Yeah.
down or anything? Nope.
Nope, just Martyrum's a bit of a pain.
That dude to the same target?
So next Winter Guard, or sorry, next Widowmaker's doing the same thing. Hits on a 7. And it's 2 this time to Harvey through Martyr. Oh, D3? Oh, it's 1, sorry.
So that
Same thing. That's a 6, that's a hit. So Martyr, ooh, is he gonna Martyr? Martyring for 3 this time, so Harvey's taken 5 points of damage. So the Widowmakers are done. Working through who's going to do anything under Harvey's feet. Taking that POW 14 damage for moving forward is a bit devastating to some of these 1 wound models. So,
Big B's gonna go.
so the big B
Aim.
is going to go and aim.
I'm gonna try a shot on that guy.
So he's trying to take a shot at the
So I think I'm out
behemoth, or sorry, the
right there.
Bastion Seneschal. So he's just short.
So
Looking for some good scatters
left
here.
direction.
So it's going 4 inches to the 6.
So that's not terrible.
So it's going to the 6. Yeah, and it's a
4 inch. No, 3 inch.
3 inch.
Okay.
So the Vilmont and the 2 Bastions are being hit.
Dylan's armor 21 right now, so I don't think there's blast damage. No.
Blast-
Let's roll against him. Nothing. Let's go to 16.
So armor 16 right now.
So we are doing dice minus 9. So boosting.
You know, dice minus 9 on the first one. Oop.
Not enough.
Nope, that was an 8.
One. Whoa.
Whoa, and triple 6s.
So 9 damage. Okay, nice spread.
And the damage is spread out across the Bastions, which is even more reason not to like them.
Second shot we'll do against. Shoot that guy.
Second shot is going to go against the Temple Flame Guard this time. And looks like he's got range.
So 15. 6, 9.
9 to hit.
Nothing.
Gets a 7.
So this
It's
is
going to scatter. Looks like
3 to the
3
5.
inches to the 5.
So that's going.
3 inches to the 5.
Yeah, so I'm getting him in.
It's getting a number of the, looks like the Bastions as well as the Avatar.
19. Avatar gets nothing. Okay, 16 on all these guys. 9.
So nothing on the first, no, nothing. Oh, he's just hitting 9s, just enough to, oop, 11.
That's 2.
So that's 2 on Bastion, I believe it would have been the, oh, it gets spread across anyways.
And do I get another one? Or no, is that it? No, those are just 3 bastions. Okay, so that's them. Joe is going to activate. He's going to stack his movement, give them tough and fearless.
Is Vilmon immune to normal weapons? Bubba, is that why you're asking? So Bubba's asking, is I think Vilmon is immortal against Cam, no A&H.
Yeah, no A&H. Then bring A&H.
No A&H on the table for Cam.
That's fine.
Does that mean he's immune to non-magical weapons? Is that why?
That's, the other thing that can make him not suffer non-magic or intervening attacks. Yeah, it's,
Okay.
So that's a better fix, Bubba.
Also,
Yeah, good job.
Bubba's actually cheating because Alex wasn't aware of that rule.
No, I knew it, but it just wasn't.
Or had
about
forgot-
him not having magic.
Had forgotten about that.
Used to magic weapons everywhere. So I'm gonna activate the Winter Guard next. Yeah.
So Winter Guard are
So
activating.
Stand still.
They're going to aim.
Rocket is going to shoot that dude. Okay.
Rocket is
So
aiming
they're
at
range
the
14. All the rockets-
Bastion Shinasil.
So rat 7.
So we're at 7,
Uh,
6,
Okay.
so 13.
This is POW 12.
Defense 11, so you only get 4.
Okay.
Armor 16.
Okay.
Armor 16, there's POW 12, dice minus 4, he rolls a 3.
Second rocket shooting him. Okay.
Second
This
hits,
This one's 4.
dice minus 4,
3 damage. Okay.
so 3 on the Bastion Shinasil. Shinasil?
The
Shinasil.
last rocket's going to shoot him. Yep.
The last grenade is a rocket or grenade?
It's a rocket.
That's a rocket, and it misses with a.
Deviates.
It's going to deviate.
Good job, guys.
3 to the 4.
Sorry. Oh, so it's 3 inches this way, so it's not going to hit anything.
And it's just going to go the wrong direction.
Activate the rest of these jets. CRA. Okay. Let's do.
Yeah, I know I don't have to say everything you type, Bubba, but it's more fun that way.
I'm not sure if I'm in range, so.
Just put a little, like, don't say this out loud a preface against all of your stuff when you type anything, Bubba.
CRA. Yep.
So the Winter Guard are going to do a CRA,
So this is rat 9. Okay,
Rat-
11.
rat 9,
So this is 14.
dice minus 2, so that's 4.
Damage.
Now, how many people were in that? That's just 2? Oh, okay.
These two are going to CRA that dude.
So next one is CRAing the other unit of Bastions.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Dice minus 4, so just not enough. Oh, dice minus 2, so 2 more damage to the unit closer to the camera.
These two are going to try and CRA.
So the 2 Winter Guard are behind are doing the same thing. They're just checking range.
Oh, that guy's in. Yeah, that guy's in.
Only one of them was in within range.
So this is rat 7.
So rat goes down to rat 7. So he hits on an 8. And
Ooh,
oh,
that's
it's
not too bad. So minus 4, 6 damage.
so 6 damage because he's not CRAing that time. Now, do you have to spread the damage across the bastions, or is it an option?
It's advisable.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So making sure.
In his command range, they all deal damage.
Oh, okay.
So these guys are going to chill. Old Witch.
You can't spread such that it would like wrap around, and you can't spread such that it kills them. So all
Unseen
points
path.
Oh, okay.
So I can't be like, this guy's all box up. Just spread it to him, and he'll just take it. Shield guards.
Old Witch is going to unseen path. She's going to unseen.
An unseen path.
I can place her within 2 inches of spread.
Okay, and that's not considered a movement. That's considered a place. Okay.
You don't have any shooting.
It's envision Bubba frantically typing something away on the keyboard. He's probably not, but it's fun to think of him doing that.
And I'm
And Old Witch is popping her feet. And to clarify her feat, I think Bubba called it out in the chat, but what is her feat?
While in my control area, enemy models cannot run, charge, or make special attacks. Enemy models that advance and their movement in my control area immediately suffer a power 14 damage.
Okay, so you cannot run, charge, anything that ends in advances and ends its activation in her control area of 14 takes a POW 14, a standard POW 14. For those who haven't already, click on that little heart button at the bottom of your screen to like this, so you'll get notification whenever we have more of these battle reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, click subscribe and like. Please, click subscribe and like. I'd like to get to 1,500 sometime soon. We're almost there. We were at like 1,481 when I checked last. So I want to make sure we love that the people who are watching us on YouTube know we love them just as much as we love the Twitch people. So a 5-inch.
So it's a 5-inch cloud effect.
A 5-inch cloud effect's being cast.
Any model that is not part of my battle group that enters or ends its activation in the AoE suffers an unboostable POW 8.
So POW 8 unboostable if it's not in his battle group or your
Anything that's not in my battle group.
anything not in your battle group. Okay, so you would theoretically would be affected if you move some of your own guys in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it. It's great. That's neat.
Okay, so that ends Cam's turn with 37 minutes left on the clock. Alex is starting with 45. Just doing a little cleanup of the checking control. So just checking control again.
Oh, so I charged.
Now he's doing some math in his head.
Potentially assassinate right
Oh,
now.
he's working on the assassination.
Cataclysm auto hits, and then it's power 20 minus the distance I'm from you, and I can potentially cast it twice. Oh yeah,
Okay.
So, well, no focus on you right now in your armor. 14. So just whoops. So basically, I would have to like do it, suffer the damage, charge in, successful charge. Like I just was, see if all the bookkeeping works out.
So Alex is working out the math on an assassination run.
Should put the press on this side.
He's just measuring the distance between Harby and Gold Witch.
6, 9 inches. Research ball to get 11 inch just charge. Don't reach. Just charge. Just up. So I could definitely charge to like here. Path. I would take a PAL 14. But I'd be at full camp at that point. I don't know.
So they're working out the logistics here.
And then
Think-
there, I'm like
Working about the charge gives him 9 inches plus Crusader Call gives 3, which gives him a couple more inches.
I'm still on the allocation phase.
Yeah, still allocating. He's just working through the math, seeing if it's worth the try.
So you might not even technically be able to try. But I'm out of your control area right now. You are? Oh, okay. Because I'm measuring mine, I'm 13 and a half. Your control area is 12, right?
Oh, your controller is 14.
Oh, 14? Okay, that's not just 12. So.
Yeah, because it's focus 7.
So I can't do that. So I don't do
So they're not supposed to say that out loud? No, no. And Cam is very happy that the assassination. Yeah.
Charge, so even if I declared it and we measured it, yeah, you wouldn't be able to. It just can't happen. So yeah, if you were like a sliver back, then I could do it. So. Sweet. All right, well, let's just.
That's right. You can't do it because you can't charge because of the feet. Gotcha.
Avatar generates 3 focus or 4 focus.
The Avatar is getting 4 focus this time.
Turn for the Avatar, it looks like.
Avatar with focus. I'm not sure I know what wouldn't think anyone would know what to do with that.
Okay, this is gone. 1 to the devout, then I guess.
So one's going to allocating 1 focus to the devout.
These guys are out of your control area, though. Right. Pretty sure. So I'll do this unit of bastions first. They're going to go for a walk. Okay. Because they just have to end outside of your control area, right? Yeah, you can end your movement outside my control area and not take it.
But if they stay still, do they still take it?
No, if they stay still, they're fine.
Okay. There's talks about who has something bigger.
So as long as I'm outside the beginning, I can declare.
Control areas, of course. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Yeah. Yeah, you can charge into it. You can't charge. Okay. Well, I'm going to activate this unit of bastions.
So the bastions are activating.
Declare a run charge.
They're doing a
So
run
I'm gonna start with
charge.
him, because he would block everybody, so am I in your control? That dude is just out.
So the first bastion is just out of the control area.
So their run charge can be declared.
So
he's
run charge, he
starting
can charge.
objective. Okay.
So he's going to charge the objective.
Okay. And then he is out as well.
Yep.
I'm sure.
It's just confirmed. So the other one's still out of the range because the first one was out, so that would mean the one behind him was out of the control range and not affected and is able to charge despite being under the feet. So that one is going to take a POW 14. Dice off 2. So that is a 6 to the 6 damage.
They're all healing one for activating this thing, and then I take 6 here.
So when they activate, they get 1 health back from the Bastion Seneschal, and now he's taking 6. So basically that worked out to 1 point of damage.
Okay, and then this Bastion in the back is going to charge. The objective to here.
Okay, so the one in the back is going to...
Oh, yeah.
Just moving up just enough to be in melee range of the objective, and ideally trying to stay out of the feet range. So he is it. The other two are just running because they can't make a charge because they got the fence in the way.
Right on.
Okay, 3 charge attacks against the...
So 3 charge attacks against the stationary objective.
Metal of Master Charge, so the first one is it's 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 plus 6, so 4 damage.
Okay.
4.
Then you take POW 10.
6.
So dice minus 6 for arcane wonder.
Woo! 5.
5 damage back,
Okay, on which model there?
whichever one was attacking.
The A model there, so...
So 5 against the A model, or as we spread out.
Spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, second guy.
So you guys don't do the same thing.
6.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There's
Damage.
So we already did 2.
Did 4.
4, so it's 14, so it's down to
4 boxes.
4 boxes. So another POW 10.
Woo!
Nothing on that one.
Third one, pop 3.
A big 3.
Yep, 6.
Dice minus 6, and there that
Alright.
takes out the objective, and 1 control point for Alex.
Okay. Belmont's going to activate. He's going to stand up and he's going to...
Belmont's
stand like
gonna-
a boss on the edge of the zone.
Gonna stand right in the zone.
Just magic-y thing. Anything next to Bubba?
Thanks to Bubba cheating and me not knowing enough to keep my mouth shut,
Okay,
he's doing his anti-magic.
and
Velomon, or Velmon.
the, Bastion Seneschal is going to activate. He's going to run
Bastion Seneschal's gonna run. Just
in water. And this unit of Bastion's is going to activate.
so
not
the
move, so
the
he'll heal 1
Sene-
damage.
Seneschals are activating but not moving, so they'll all heal 1 point of damage.
Badass. And the Devout's going to activate and use B2B.
Devout is activating.
Spell barrier.
Devout is activating, spending a focus to do spell barrier and staying base to base to Harby.
Okay. The Avatar is going to activate.
So next up is the Avatar,
1, 2.
spending 1 focus.
No, the Vassal's going to activate.
Sorry, we're
first.
rolling back. The Vassal's activating,
Give Enliven to the Avatar.
giving enliven to the Avatar.
The Avatar is going to activate, spend 1 focus to gaze.
So the Avatar is now activating, spending 1 focus to gaze.
Controller, so I can't even run, right?
No.
So he has to spend. So he spends 1 to gaze. He gets basically locked in place. Okay. He has Enliven. And he's locked in place.
And he's not going to do anything, he's just going to stay put.
And you're going to stick with your Harmonious Exaltation, so I heal my caster, D3 damage.
So Harmonious Exaltation.
Damage.
So he's healing 3 damage, so Haley's back to
And
2.
then my caster's going to activate and just spend 2 focus to heal myself back to
And
full.
Haley is spending 2 to heal herself back to,
Those guys don't, just don't.
No moves. Yeah, just
and
activate
the Temple Flame Guard are staying in place.
Well, if they stand still,
Nothing happens. Right?
then actually, yeah, if they activate and end their activation, and then they'll take power 8s. So you might.
So we're just realizing
Oh,
if
you
they,
have to.
if they
It's a
stay,
different effect. It's not-
if they stay,
Yeah.
even if they stay there, if they activate,
stay in it. If they stay, then they take a POW 8. If they leave, then they might take a POW 14, as long as they're in the control area still.
yeah, so he's basically an option of either staying still and taking POW 8, or potentially moving them back and having
Yeah,
them.
I'll take POW 8s, that's fine.
So he's going to take the POW 8 on Armor 18,
Sue.
Armor 17.
Armor 17, so he needs dice minus 9 to hit.
Yeah.
So
So that's 9, it's just not enough. Gets a 7, not enough. That one is an 8, so close.
Rolling some great rolls.
That's a 5. That's a 9. And that's an 8. And that's it doesn't do enough to do anything. So.
And then these.
And the 2 on the side there. That's a 7. And a suspense is killing me. There's a 5 and a 4, 9. So able to match armor a few times, but not actually crack it.
So yeah. All right.
So good call on Alex's part for that one. Alex ended his top of turn 2, yeah, at 36 minutes,
Good roll otherwise.
and Cam is now starting his turn at 36 minutes. And there's what, yeah, and Alex is up 1 command point and 0 for destroying the objective. So Cam's just going into the tank. Think about what he needs to do. So allocating focus. So putting 2 onto the behemoth.
Okay, so I'll activate the Widowmakers first.
So activating the Widowmakers. And
Thing they did before. So this one's gonna shoot that guy.
so they're going to shoot. So he's standing still. So they're rat 9. They need against Deff 15. So you need 6s. So the first one hits. So he's going to martyr that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 damage on Harvey for martyr.
Second shot.
Second shot. Needing a 6. Getting a 10.
Yeah,
Oh. Apparently that's where all the dice go. And martyring for 2. Next one hits. Yeah. So he's finally giving up.
Leader is going to shoot that one.
Harvey is deciding she doesn't want to take any more hit.
No, he doesn't have line of sight. That one.
So he's making sure he has line of sight. Give him the next one in the line. Gets a 6 or 7. That hits. And he's just taking the no longer martyring.
You rolled 6 damage on murdering 2. Can't hack that.
So good job, guys.
So took out a few more guys there.
You did it.
Joe is going to.
So Kovnik Joe is activating.
Just move up to the edge.
He's just going to move around the hill a little bit.
He's going to tough and fearless.
Tough and fearless. So Courage of the Forefathers.
So I'm gonna. Pretty sure I can pop a shot. I need to check this card out.
So
I'm gonna shoot that. Yeah.
so looks like who's shooting it? Oh, Kovnik Joe. Kovnik Joe is hitting the one bastion next to the wall.
Or is he rat 6?
Uncle Joe, we're trying to figure out what rat he is. You don't have the card?
Yeah, it's somewhere in there, but
Okay.
it's faster.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's rat 6.
So rat 6 needs a 5 to hit.
It's a hit.
That's a hit. Armor 16. So it's dice minus 4
Exactly.
and gets exactly 4.
Curse you, water.
Yes, the water has taken another successful hit away from somebody.
I don't know if this guy is not supposed to. Oh yeah.
Not a good thing.
Splish splashing around. Just making sure that the Valmont was not in the water.
Eliminators are gonna go.
So next up, the Eliminators are activating.
They're gonna charge. So they can charge 9. Right. Yeah, they'll charge 10.
And they're going to charge.
This one's gonna charge that one.
Is this one? They're charging the bastions, it looks like. No, skipping behind.
That. Yep. This one can charge
Yeah.
that one.
Skip, do that one as well and go in behind.
So this one's gonna combo strike that. Okay.
So combo striking on the one bastion. Mat 9 versus Deff 11, so anything but ones.
Equal says 15 on 3 dice. So, dead bastion. Okay.
So that was a dead bastion.
Second one combos.
So-
And I don't have gang. So this is just 7.
So it needs a 7 to
That's
hit.
a miss.
That's a miss on a 3.
And I guess that one is sidestep. Or is that supposed to be after they hit it? After 2 attacks or something. This is gonna sidestep.
So now he's going to sidestep them.
Should have done that to begin with, and that wouldn't happen. Winter Garter gonna activate.
So next up, the Winter Guard are activating.
He's engaged.
Just verifying who's engaged and who can do something.
So let's do first. So this guy's just gonna chill here.
So the one Winter Guard just a move up, staying in the melee with the 2 bastions. Same with the other right there. Just make sure he's within range, melee range.
Just punch that dude. So they are. Ever actually.
I'm gonna guess Matt 4.
Yeah.
It's really terrible.
It's not Mat 4 though. Is it Mat 4?
It's Matt 5.
Yeah, okay, it's not Mat 4.
It says 8. Okay.
So Mat 4 versus so
6s.
needs 6s, hits with a 7.
That's whatever.
Not enough to do anything.
That dude. Yeah.
Second one's going to hit.
Hits.
Rolls -8 and gets a 9, so 1 point of damage.
Good job, little dude. Okay. The rockets are gonna go. They're gonna stack. Yeah. The rest of these guys are just probably. Oh yeah, I should probably. I guess they're all just gonna stand still. How about that? That rocket's gonna shoot that one. Okay.
So the one rock. Now, can the rocket shoot with the rest of the unit doing melee attacks?
They just walked so they can move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Be charged, then move the charge.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
probably should have blocked the rest of them before I did attacks, but you know, whatever. So rockets is gonna shoot that.
So rocket's going to shoot the Sinister or the Bastion in the back.
Hits. This is dice minus 4.
Dice -4, so it's 2 points of damage.
6. Or 2 damage, sorry, yeah. Second rocket's gonna shoot that same
Second rocket's going for the same Bastion beside the fence.
So,
Got 11 for Red 6 or Red 7.
Uh,
Aiming
yeah,
sure it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, so it hits with the rocket.
Dice minus 4.
Dice off 4, so it's 3 points of damage to the Bastions. Now he's taking all on the
That
1.
one is going to shoot that dude.
The rocket's shooting at the Bastion Shinisaw.
Same defense.
So hits on an 8.
6. So 18.
Yeah, armor 16. So
So it's 2 points of damage to the
Oh, yes. Same
Bastion
stat.
Shinisaw.
yeah.
Just looks beefier.
And then
Just clarifying this, the same stats.
Go.
Yeah.
Be Jack Marshall, so be Jack Eagle.
Oh, nice.
But that's
Jack Marshall's not that great.
No. In theory, Jack Marshall sounds really cool, but in actual
He's gonna spray that.
play, not so much.
So I'm only getting these 2. Okay.
So now he's going to spray.
Dude. 4s.
No, solid hit on 11.
He says 10.
So it's dice -6, so there's nothing on that spray.
Last one.
Oh, managed to get both dice off the table this time.
That's a miss. Thanks. So that's that dude. This guy's gonna spray that guy.
So this guy's another of the is spraying.
It's
Hits on a 7.
This is
Dice off 8. Or dice off 6, sorry. So 4.
4 damage to this one. Yeah. Okay.
So spreading the damage across the bastions on that one.
This guy is gonna spray that guy and get my move back.
So the one in the back is spraying. He's sacrificing those guys, so he's shooting them in the back.
They are Deff
For the motherland.
15. Crap, because I didn't. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Alright. So that is 7 and 9 is enough. So that's dice minus 4.
Dice -4, so he rolled a good solid 11. Tough check.
Not
And he
tough.
fails the tough.
That's fine. Okay, so Bastion.
Bastion hits
It's a hit.
hits on a looked like a 6 or 7. And it's dice -4 or dice -6, so it's 4 points of damage. So that another dead Bastion.
And that guy.
Slowly chewing through them. Only 3 Bastions left.
4 damage.
Another 4 damage to the Bastions. And he's taking out the one next to the fence.
Okay. So that's those guys.
So leaving him with 2 bastions.
I don't think you do anything. So at least that's one fairly neutralized. Iris.
So Iris 2 is activating after she breaks the wall.
Let's actually, I'm going to activate the assassins.
Oh, sorry, the assassins are activating
So
instead.
they're going to get a run charge.
So the assassins are doing a run charge.
And
Do they have Pathfinder?
they do with
Okay.
Wield Secrets.
Okay.
So they're going to...
Secrets.
Wow. Yeah, so that guy's going to charge that guy.
So the assassins are charging into the bastions, trying to
Now I understand.
maneuver around the shields, or the spears.
Go there. That one's gonna charge. Oh wow. That one's gonna yes. This one's gonna try and charge. And then the rest of them are just gonna run.
And the rest of them are just going to run. So only 2 successful charges, the rest are running.
So that guy.
So you're -2 attack rolls for being in dimensions of my caster living model.
And I put charge on the wrong guy. Oh,
Well, so -2 on the attacks because of being
so if these
within.
guys could gang cancel that out. Damn it. Anyway, so this is that flop.
So Mat 5.
That's a miss.
Yep. So roll a
Mat
4.
So he's gonna grab this guy. Yeah. So he's charging out.
So needs 6. Oh, this one is affected by gang.
So this is
They're
Matt's.
melee with the same target.
Okay.
That hits.
That's a 10. That would hit.
So this is people says 12.
So dice -4. So that's 5.
5 pitch. Spread.
So he's spreading that out on the second unit of bastions.
Just chilling.
The rest of them are just going to sit back and enjoy the view.
Behemoth is going to up,
Behemoth is moving up.
and I'm going to try to shoot her fire.
So he's going to try to shoot the Hierophant,
Or that one.
Yeah, that's the best.
or the Vassal, sorry.
So
So he's,
You have to ignore you.
Yeah.
yes.
he has, oh,
And he's got her.
Yeah, I think you're. That's on.
Yeah. Okay.
yep, so they're just confirming he's just within range.
So this is rat 4.
We're at 4 versus defense 13.
Miss.
That's a miss with a 3.
Opposite direction.
So black is going 4 inches to the 2.
That's nowhere. That's
Yeah, that's going off to the side.
second shot, and
He's going to boost on this one. And gets a 9.
said hit. Should have actually used the extra dice. So this, people says 14.
So it's dice +1.
So that's it from him.
So she's going to martyr that one. Martyr the Vassal for 2.
Vassal's still there.
So Vassal is still there.
Okay. And then the Great Bears are going to run as well.
So Bubba's favorite mediocre bears are going to run.
And then Silly's gonna run. He's gonna run.
So Silas is running up.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop Murder of Crows on myself.
So we're putting on Murder of Crows on herself.
I'm assuming I'll cancel the Cataclysm, right? But I don't know.
I think the thought is hopefully they'll cancel out Cataclysm.
Okay.
So if it's an auto effect on this.
But it automatically hits before it's stealth.
Well, stealth on within 5 inches of the cast spells. So that doesn't-
Well, you can cast spells on me even if I have stealth. It's just automatically misses. So I don't know if that cancels it out.
But if you're within 5 inches, then like the stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So the cast spell doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah.
If you shoot from within or cast a spell or shoot without outside 5 inches, it auto misses.
Yeah.
If you're inside of 5 inches,
It doesn't matter.
It's effective.
Yeah, the stealth doesn't work in that range.
So yeah, I'll just drop it
So Murder of Crows is going
right here. Sorry.
on.
We want to center it on just.
That's good for me. I just want the whole thing.
So we're basically trying to get the 5-inch ring on the majority of the items. Yeah,
keep
yeah.
track of the slides. I mean, I know we can tell it's on. I'm gonna have to move it up since it's- Maybe floating.
Yeah, the little ring.
Just the set on the ceiling. Cloud effects, just like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very isolated shower about to happen.
Oh yeah, I probably should have charged it. Okay.
And turn goes back to Alex. Cam has 21 minutes left on his clock at the bottom of 2, or is that bottom of 3? That was bottom of 3. So now in the top of 4, and Alex still has 36 minutes left on his clock.
So then, just 8. Avatar generates.
Avatar is generating focus, so
That's 3 focus.
3 focus for the Avatar.
Okay. Harmless gonna activate first and heal me for D3.
What cater unit? It is the mediocre bears are beside the Widowmakers.
1 point. Thanks.
So Hairfin gives him back 1 point.
Okay.
So just working through what he's going to do.
Oh yeah. He's got Abomination or
Isn't yeah? That's the abomination. Or is that terror?
that's Terror.
So that's
Abomination's the teeth.
teeth. Gotcha.
Ah,
Terror is just melee range.
melee range. Abomination is within 3 inches. Next to Kayazi. No, the. All those, yeah, that's the assassins, correct.
Okay.
Question was what unit was next to the beside the or behind the Widowmakers, but they're actually in front of the Widowmakers. So Alex is just checking the
Base
defense,
14, but they have the list of 16.
checking the defense on the assassins, who are defense 16,
Should have hot swapped.
base 14, but 16 because of what? Sorry, what? Why are they 16?
Duelist.
Duelist.
So Duelist allows them to get +2 defense against melee attacks.
Okay, so Duelist gives +2 defense against melee attacks.
Harbinger will activate.
So Harvey is activating.
I'm going to cast Crusaders. No, he's going to cast Guided Hand for 2
Casting Guided Hand for 2.
on
Onto the Tempo
additional
Flame
die
Guard.
on their, first melee attack
So
roll.
they get an additional die on their first melee attack roll.
And then she's going to heal.
Good.
Uh,
Spencer's joining us again.
3 points. And so
And she's using 3 to wipe out 3 focus to heal back for 3.
the TFG you're going to activate.
So the Tempo Flame Guard are activating, doing a run charge.
So they get boundless charge because of Buddy.
Or Relentless Charge. Yeah, you get that one, right?
They get Pathfire on the charge.
And just in terms of order.
So just figure out who's going to go first.
So he is going to charge him. Okay. Just that see out.
Yep. Just trying to figure out who can see out of the forest to make the charge.
I'm going to try and charge that Widowmaker.
Let's see if he's got 3 inch clear to see the laser.
No,
What?
I have a thing of line of sight, just 3 and part of my line of sight has to be at 3.
Oh, okay, yes. There's one behind you in the little tray if it's easier. Looking for a 3 inch sight just to make sure he's got the 3 inches to the Through the forest.
Part it by 3 inches.
Yeah, looks like you got it from here.
Charge to her.
Ooh, that one. Okay.
Because I can't see that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but yeah, if you go, yeah, you'll be able with melee because they have
There's
reach.
Speed 6, 3 inches in reach.
Yeah, so yeah,
9 to 11 inches.
yeah, definitely have that.
Because we're able to shoot.
Just confirming that he can hit the Winter Guard in the back, or sorry, the Widowmakers in the back.
So you have half-inch reach, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm gonna fail my charge there. That's fine. So I'll go inside here with half-inch reach range.
So you'll fail the charge.
Okay. This one's gonna activate. It's gonna run.
So the standard is going to
So
run.
He's runs for 12, basically. So 6 inches force B to B with these two.
So he's going to B to B to get the shield wall or
Okay,
shield.
Shield walls,
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
not shield wall.
He's gonna charge him. I can't get through there. I won't get my charge bonus. Stop here, basically. And he's gonna charge that dude there. Out of your thing. This way, exactly correctly. And he'll charge this one as well.
So Alex just being careful to stay out of that murder of crows.
His sword is in there, but he's gonna run over. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charge stacks. We have no charge bonuses.
So charge bonuses on 2
3
of.
dice to hit their mass 6.
So Matt 6 versus defense 16, so 10s to hit. 3 dice.
Hits. Pow 10.
It's that dude.
And that's one dead assassin.
10
Oh, there's a
hits.
couple. There's at least one 6 there. So that was that's 16. So he hits
That one against that one.
and
Miss.
misses
Second
that.
guy, there's 3 going in there. That's a 9. That's a 1. Or a 3 1. That's a 10.
So he managed to take out another one.
Pierce is going to activate.
Pyrrhus is activating.
Run.
He's going to run. Just checking control, making sure.
Okay. The Vilmon's going to activate. Go for a walk.
So Vilmont's activating and going for a walk.
3 inches.
So 3 inches first, followed by another 3.
There. Reach. So just stay at that maximum reach range.
So he just position himself so he doesn't block anything else in.
I'm gonna that guy, so I'm
So Matt 9 versus defense 16, so he needs a 7. Hits a 5, so he misses. So I'll figure out what to do next.
Avatar is gonna activate and advance slightly.
Out of our avatar is just moving slightly
Reaching gap.
and should be within reach, so is able to attack the one assassin. So he's
Take damage.
taking a POW.
Yeah, you can do damage. What's his arm? 19. So I have a chance to do 1 damage, and I don't.
So
I'm
wasn't
gonna
able to do any
hit that
damage.
dude. Fine.
So he's
Awesome sword.
boosting the sword of the avatar.
Okay, it's I'm Matt 8.
Matt 8 versus defense succeeding, so you need 8.
Hit.
That's a hit,
That is a dead dude.
and that is a very squished assassin.
I have flame burst and models with 1 inch suffer from continuous effect. So,
Is it friendly models or sorry, enemy models or all models? Enemy models. So anything within 1 inch.
him.
So it looks like two of the assassins are going to take fire damage.
Okay.
And then he's powered by 17 face.
Oh,
Yeah. So the other
Arm 11.
guy is dead. It's a POW 17 gets arm
They're
11.
dead.
And now bastions. So
So the bastions are going to activate.
And break out to the side. So we'll just follow advance.
So they're just advancing the bastions. Move 4 inches, but he's just making sure he's staying in melee. Not getting any free strikes.
Your arc's along here.
I go by the screws. So that's fine.
Oh, well, when
Yeah,
you
they're not marked, so it's fine.
Well, oh, you mean like that? that
The actual slot, you mean on the base?
Okay.
Okay.
So then he'll just that's fine. That's I just wasn't sure. So he'll stay facing melee.
Okay, just
And then,
moving slightly, make sure he's staying in the melee.
Crows right here.
Just moving out.
I'll let this up now. I have the there.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
So just
this
moving
bastion's
the
gonna
ring out
activate
just so it's a little bit easier to
advance
move the models around.
up
This next bastion is walking up.
through that gap. Come up through the gap to there and stay in your.
Make sure he's
there,
staying in
so I can go to there.
melee on both.
There and there. Right? Yep. And then this bastion's gonna activate and advance to.
Just trying to move out.
There.
Okay, moving her.
Still be in, so you wanna roll your.
Yeah, so he's still within the murder of crows.
How what 10?
How 8? So that's an 8.
So
Okay.
not enough
so
to crack
they're
armor
gonna
on that
max
one
out.
bastion that stays in the
So they're at 7. So I
in the
need
murder of crows.
9,
So 9 against the assassins. First one hits.
Well, we also found 12. He'll attack the guy right in front of me.
Second one's attacking, needs a 9.
No.
That's a hit, misses on a 6.
That guy over there.
Needs a 9, misses on a 8 it looked like, and misses on an 8.
Fires there. Oh, I forgot to move the bastion to the back. That's,
Just realizing he left the bastion, one bastion behind.
okay. And they all heal a point for activating.
And they all heal a point back.
Space.
Now will he take a, does the bastion that's, because the unit activated and he's still ending in
Yeah,
under
so
that
you
cloud
should still
effect,
take a thing there.
so he should still take a roll there.
Nothing.
Roll a 5, so that doesn't do much.
Okay. The vassal's gonna activate.
So Vassal is now activating,
And over here,
just moving in behind.
large base, I can still see my avatar. So I'm gonna liven my avatar.
So he's enlivening the avatar.
This unit bastion's gonna have to be right and right. They're within his commands. They heal.
The other bastions are all healing back a point, being within command range of the
6 on him.
bastion Shinasal.
Okay. So you're engaging. They'll stay put.
So that bastions are trying to figure.
Defense 17.
So the is that or the oh, those are the eliminators
I can
behind
check
there.
my melee range is 2 inches, but I can measure half inch of mine, right? So you are not engaging me here.
Guess not.
Okay, so they're gonna get a run charge order. He's gonna charge him.
So doing a run charge on the bastion, going to charge into the Winter Guard. He just verified that he wasn't within the melee range of the Winter Guard.
So Matt 7
At 7
on your Winter Guard.
on the Winter Guard,
Yep. 9.
You need-
hits with a 9.
Oh yeah, because he's been 15 and did not pop. Alright, so that's tough.
Tough check on the one,
Not-
and misses the tough.
And this guy is supposed to be directly facing him, so it's
So hits on a 10, it looks like,
It's tough. Not
and
tough.
misses the tough.
You have the key. Yes. Alright, I just need to
And just checking,
yeah, just pick up. This one. Yep.
he's going to swap out the
okay.
Grenade?
Bastion Seneschal is
Or
gonna
rocket, sorry.
activate And go for a run. Otherwise, he's not supposed to be in this water. I can't
It keeps getting shifted, yeah.
So he's gonna go for.
They're complaining about the high quality of the scenery on the table, saying that it's moving around.
Oranges.
I'm not
It's
sure how.
action grade.
I'm not sure how blue printer paper can be considered not a high quality product. We're back up to 3 viewers. For the viewer that just joined us, please click on like or the little heart symbol, or if you're watching on your mobile phone, just push down and then it'll see it.
There's not really anybody else.
And for those on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, if you skipped ahead to this point, go ahead and click like and comment even if what you're thinking about, and subscribe to the channel. So Alex, while I was trying to be funny, ended his turn on 22 minutes. He's now doing a fire check. So POW 12 on the first one, so the fire was still going. Fire check on the second. Assassin stays up, and it is gone. So both those assassins that were fired are now gone.
That's a bit of a damper.
So it's just measuring control.
Let's do.
So Cam's still thinking. Cam is thinking about some violence right now. I'm hoping it's to do with the game.
So.
Just checking how many assassins are left on the table.
4.
Would they have had to take a command check when those two died?
No, it's only.
Half the unit at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't lose half on the turn.
Ah, okay. It resets. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so we'll put. Put 3 on.
So that was 3 on allocating 3 focus to the behemoth, leaving Old Witch on 4.
So yeah, let's. I'm gonna activate that unit first. And
So activating the behemoth.
when you stand still, and shoot pirates.
He's going to shoot Pyrus
So
by standing still, so he'll get a aiming bonus.
Is defense 17.
Deff 17 in the forest versus Rat 6. So 11 on, I'm believing 3 dice.
Yep.
And that's 12, so he
this
hits.
is People says 14 on him, and
So it's dice minus 1 on Pyrus.
so on him will boost.
So he's boosting.
Dice minus 1.
Yeah, it's 14.
So he has
Yeah,
12.
and how many boxes does he have?
Okay,
Tough
so
and
I'm not gonna
5 boxes, so he's not boosting it.
Oh, I should have.
And he got 4, so it leaves him on 1 box.
So on that dude.
So blast damage on the standard.
Yes. And on that dude, not gonna boost.
Does the standard have pickup or the rule where you can?
It doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
It's just the opposite.
So 7 and 7 is 14 on that guy.
On this guy? Yeah, it's 13 powers.
Yep.
So second shot, boost hit on Paris. That's 9.
So hits on a 9.
They're,
Cool.
I don't think they're shit.
17.
6.
6 minus.
Oh, nope, that was a miss.
So this is Black's direction.
Black is going 4 inches to the 3.
So,
I got 2 guys. I'm gonna issue a charge on the assassins. So this one's gonna charge
Wait,
that
that's
guy.
a minute. Just, can I maybe go on the spot? No, the
No.
first time?
This one's gonna
Oh, not
charge
the
that
fourth
guy.
time.
Because it's almost bedtime.
Uh,
Upstairs, please.
this one's gonna charge that guy.
So my daughter's just asking if she can use a computer before going to bed, but it's too close to her bedtime, so I said no.
Mom might say.
So 6.
So back to the game.
That's a hit. Yeah. That's
So-
to that dude.
is this who looks actually? Or this guy? Yeah, he's not in the all range. So.
Okay. So this is 9.
So it needs a 9. 4.
They get them. Yeah.
And so the next assassin is going in here.
So defense 15.
So he is
Oh, they're even hiding us. They're 7. So he's defense 17.
defense 17.
Yeah, so I should have got on my first base.
Oh,
So
just-
he's mad.
Alex
So
forgot they had set defense, so it should have been def 17.
second attack.
So first one on the new understanding of the rules missed and misses both of them.
Keep dropping dice. That dude,
Oh.
that dude.
This one I can get, I think.
So that's
there we go.
9.
I'm 17.
So that's not enough.
That's why they were the Harbinger. They
Ah,
said close. You
yeah.
charge them, and they're like, yeah, but you've got 17.
Yeah, that's yeah,
let's
definitely.
do the Great Bears next.
Yep.
So the Great Bears are activating.
Charge.
And they're going to charge.
He's going to charge him. And he's going to charge the objective.
Charging the objective.
And this one's just going to run out because he is way too far back. So this is good. So I do that.
So he's in all range. So I go up with defense. So I set defense and awe and up 15 19.
So set defense and all puts him up to defense 19. So he needs 11 on 2 dice.
Backswing.
That's 11.
Is it?
Well, you had a 5. You had a 5 and a 6.
Oh yeah. Okay, not good at math. So this is.
So apparently the symbol dice are confusing Cam.
4 dice.
So he managed to hit.
And I'm at armor 17.
So armor 17,
Martyr. Do 1 damage.
and he's martyring. So
This is when Martyr's awesome.
yes, martyred. So a lot. Some great swings from the Great Bears, and then just to be martyred away.
-6. Okay.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Second attack. Should roll to hit. So 8 damage.
So 15. So it's on 3.
It's on 3.
Wait, or is it 2 boxes now?
No, I think isn't it 15, 18? Hang on, I can look it up. Yeah. So that's enough. So you're now even control points.
Okay. Well, there's too many in here. Fine. So it's a hit.
So
This is equals us 12 minus 4.
dice -4.
So 1 damage.
1 damage.
Second attack is a miss. Okay, so that leaves
And what was that? Was just attacking? Was that
the scratch.
Scrapjack was attacking? I can't tell because it doesn't have its body. I was a little confused.
I can make a winter guard next.
So the Winter Guard are activating.
I'm gonna activate the.
Actually, the Eliminator is being activated.
So these guys are going to get a run charge.
So they're doing a run charge.
So she's going to charge this.
So choose going to be Bastion Shiniso, and the other one's going to charge the Bastion in the front.
So that one is, and I get backstrike bonus, and I get backstab. Don't I? No, I don't. Not these guys. So first attack, I'm going to combo strike since people says 13. So it's 9.
And rolled looks like a double ones.
Second attack, or no, that was combo strike. Yeah.
Combo strike.
So
So
that one's combo striking.
combo striking against the Bastion Shiniso.
That's a hit.
Hits on a 6. Armor 16. So it's dice off 3. That's a good solid hit. That's 11. Martyrs for 1. Oh, that's a painful.
That's fine.
Spencer's joining us again. So Spencer, you should recognize a few of the models on the table on the Khador side. Yeah. Playing Old Witch.
Iris is gonna run.
So Iris is running. Iris is running.
Okay, you didn't still understand this game. So,
So Cam's just trying to figure out what he's going to do. So he's activating the Winter Guard. They're going to do Bob and Weave.
That's
Just moving them up.
Fletcher showing off his vast knowledge of Khador by telling us what Bob and Weave does.
Oh, yeah. No, I want that really range.
So there's continue to move them up.
Yeah, that's fine there. Okay. So this guy's just gonna punch him.
So the one Vinegar's just going to take a swing. Hits on a 7.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Oh.
So it's dice minus 8.
Dice minus 8, so that's 4. Yep, so he's managed to. The new superstar of the Winter Guard just took out a Bastion.
Random dude. These two are going to CRA him.
So next you guys are on CRA the other
So that's a
Bastion.
hit.
So hits on a 4.
And, wait, that's it.
Well, because it's
Yeah. This minus 2.
dice minus 2, and it's another dead Bastion that wipes out that unit of Bastions.
These 3 are going to CRA him.
Yeah, they did. Well, they tar pitted it like they're supposed to.
So these 3 are going to participate in the CRA. The officers will hit. Okay.
Defense 12, so 6 is going to hit.
Gives us 15.
So it's dice minus 1, so that's 8. You're gonna martyr that one. Martyring for 3. What's Harby at right now? 9. 8 boxes left.
These 2 are going to CRA.
The other 2 are going to CRA into, is it Valmon?
There we go.
So it hits.
Gives us 14.
Dice minus 2, so it looks like 5. Martyring, so Harvey takes 2 more damage.
So, this guy's gonna spray that guy.
So one of the guys is going to spray.
So catching those.
So catching all 3 of the 2 Bastions and Valmont.
6. Got it.
Hits it on a 7.
Minus 6.
Dice minus 6 is on a 3, does nothing.
13 defense.
13 defense,
So
nothing, misses the spray.
Bastion.
Hits on the last Bastion
Nothing.
and rolled at least a 1 that I saw, so that doesn't do anything.
That's fine. Well, these 2 are going to zero that. Bastion.
And then CMRA, the 2 are going to CMRA the Bastion, so it hits on a 7 or 6.
Ugh. So minus 2, so it's
2
2 damage.
damage to the one, the closest Bastion, or sorry, the Bastion. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Comedy Joe is going to activate, and he is going to get Tough and Fearless, and he's going to trench building.
So Kovnik Joe is activating, giving Tough and Fearless. So Courage of the Farthotters, and is going to take a shot at the. So he hits.
12, so minus 3.
So 4, and that was against the Valmont, but you martyred it, correct? So you're down to 4, 3. Harvey is on 3 boxes. Oh, sorry, 4 boxes.
I'm going to run.
So the Widowmakers are running up. And look like they're trying a flanking maneuver.
Herbie.
Looking for any kind of viable target, but with the forest in the way, there's not a lot of opportunity. And Old Witch is backing up into the forest. And clock is going back to Alex. Cam is at 6 minutes and 32 seconds. Alex has 22 minutes on his clock. So Harvey's going back up to her full 10. Oh, the Avatar has generated 4 focus. Seem to be acting unusual for an Avatar this late in the game. So Hervant is activating and healing Ivory for D3. So 3 back on Harvey, so she's up to 7.
control area.
So just measuring control. So Alex is just lamenting the fact that the witch was moved back just enough out of the range. So well played by Cam, whether intentional or not. I'm going to assume it's intentional,
Well,
just for the sake of the pod or the stream.
Recently, I got shot off the board bottom of 2 a lot. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, being shot off the bottom of 2 makes you learn to move her a little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
TFG are going to activate.
So the Temple Flame Guard are activating.
And the Great Bears have reach, but the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out the Great Bears that are there have reach, but the Assassins do not. It's quiet in the chat. What are you guys doing right now? Bubba, are you watching the Jays game? So the unit leader is just move up a little bit. So just moving up the 3 models in behind. So they're a shield wall.
And then
The 3 that are base to base.
So he's just going to do a regular attack against the Great Bear. Okay.
So the leader's doing a regular attack against the Great Bear.
He's the unit leader, so he's at 7. Hits. 10.
Yep. Sorry, which one?
The
This
Great.
guy hit there, at 7, 10 on the defense of the Great Bear.
Oh, yeah. So their defense 13.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it hits
and
the Great Bear.
10.
Pow
So
10.
dice minus 4.
Dice off 4. That's 6.
So this is Yarovich.
Not. And he fails the tough check. So we're down to 2 mediocre bears.
Okay.
They're mediocre when they fail their tough checks. They're great bears when they do
Here's gonna
stuff.
activate, he's going to charge this Great Bear here. Oh, sorry, I have to finish it.
Yeah.
These guys are going to do 3-man CMA on him.
Okay.
On the other great bear or on the assassin?
The assassin
Oh,
there.
so they're doing a 3-man CRA on the assassin.
Okay. So
Mat 9. Yeah, so that's
And it's a power 13.
POW 13. So that just squishes that assassin.
He's going to charge that Great Bear.
So the
First charge with Pyrrhus ever.
Purist is charging.
Definitely 3 inches.
So he's definitely within getting 3 inches.
Half inch in his zone.
And he gets his
3 attacks because he has a shield and a thing and rapid strike.
so rapid strike on the
So,
on the
Mat
spear
7
plus the
with
shield.
my charge,
So it's a
flame spear.
Needs 6 to hit.
Yes.
Misses on the initial charge.
He'll do with the shield.
Now with the shield,
Hits.
hits with the
Weapon Master,
shield.
power 8.
Weapon Master POW 8 on the shield. So dice off 6.
Nothing.
So that
And then
just
his-
manages to
his
meet
again
armor.
is, flame spear.
Now the flame spear hits on a double
Weapon
6.
Master, power 12.
Ooh.
That's a tough check.
Yeah, that's a that would be 16 damage on POW 12. Not tough. So are they fearless?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Does lose steady though.
so the mediocre bears are keeping up the name, at least on the tough check side.
The bastions are going to activate.
So the remaining unit of bastions are activating.
Activating and
So they're checking they're within the command of the Bastion Shinnersol, so he gets to heal back one each when they activate.
Okay, and then they're going to get Widowmakers. They're going to get a charge order. Charge.
So they're going to be charging in.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're charging the Widowmakers. I think you're charging the Winter Guard.
Yeah.
That
That's
makes
the ticket.
a little bit more sense.
What's the defense in order right now?
17, because I worked above.
So the winner got Deff 17 due to bob and weave. Do they have iron flush as well?
Yeah.
And iron flush.
Yeah, that's the
That's been the upkeep that's been on them since turn 1,
leg silly.
which is Silas upkeeps for free.
Okay, so Bastions will get some charge orders. So
So-
this Bastion's going to charge that Great Bear. Here. There. Yeah, face. This Bastion is going to charge that Winter Guard in the back.
Okay.
That's there. This guy's going to run clean up on him. What was I forgetting? I'm actually back here.
Oh, we've got the one Bastion that Alex keeps forgetting about.
And this Bastion's going to charge that.
So Bastion are choosing their charge targets.
And this Bastion will charge this guy here.
So it looks like the Bastions are just selecting
so
the targets.
against the Great Bear, mass
So the
7.
first one, the Bastion against the Great Bear,
So 6
6 is to hit. Hits on his
How
7.
is I feel like it's tough.
Damage, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a tough check. Hey, he makes his tough, but he's knocked down.
Lost steady. Okay.
Lost the Great Bear with steady.
Okay, so Bastion's again, so he charged that guy in the
So the
back.
next Bastion is attacking.
10. Nope.
So misses with a 6.
For 10. Nope. He charged the rocket for 10. Nope.
And, ooh, double ones. Not going to hit anything with the double ones.
The Bastion Seneschal will activate.
So the Bastion Seneschal is activating.
Because he's a Bastion as well.
And he gets a point back because he gets his own rule of being able to heal.
And so, with that card, that's so you don't have reach in. Okay, so he's gonna walk.
Bastion Seneschal's going to turn slightly,
There. Yeah. This is part of your base.
making sure he has
Try and
melee.
hit you.
Going to take a swing.
Matt
Matt 17, so he needs a 10.
He's an 8, so he's a 9.
No, a 9 to hit, and gets it on a 10.
Master Punch 12.
But Master Pow 12, that is a very squished eliminator.
Okay. Vilmon's gonna activate,
Vilman is activating.
and he's actually gonna charge the Great Bear.
He's going to charge the Great Bear.
He's gonna charge here.
So just stopping just before the
2-inch
Scrapjack.
there.
Make sure he's within the 2-inch
Matt
reach.
9, you're knocked down, so I don't hit.
Matt 9, so
House
it's auto
16,
hits.
so
House 16.
I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Lots of dice.
No tough.
No tough. So the Great Bears have been removed from the table.
The Vassal's gonna activate
Good job, Bears.
and walk.
Cam is still optimistic about or happy about his Bears. He's congratulating them on the great work they did.
He's gonna put Enliven on the Avatar.
So he's putting
Oh, yeah.
Enliven on the Avatar.
The Avatar's gonna activate, and the Avatar's gonna charge the Scrapjack.
So the Avatar is going to charge the Scrapjack.
We'll walk.
Going to walk.
There's like 5 inches of reach.
Figures with 5 inches of reach, it should be more than enough time to get to the Scrapjack, staying just at maximum reach range.
Okay. Attacks with that.
Just checking some rules.
Okay. Alright, so let's make some attacks. What's your defense?
So
14,
the
16.
Avatar is going against the
Okay, so
Scrapjack,
I'm
which
going
is
to,
14,
make
16.
my initial attack with my power 19 sword.
So doing initial attack with the power 19 sword.
So I'm just going to go around for 6 all the way through all this.
So
Six to
just
hit.
need a 6 to hit. Hits on a 9.
Power 19.
So this is dice plus 3.
So dice plus 3. So that would
Is
be
12 damage to the 2.
so it's 12 to the 2. Buying an attack.
6 to hit.
Needs a 6. Gets it with a 10. And
2.
that's another 12.
Damage to the 2.
Scrapjack is going to be scrapped very soon.
That's it.
And that's enough to scrap the scrapjack.
I got one. Yeah. Okay. The
There you
Avatar's
go.
going to spend the focus to gaze.
Avatar is spending a focus to gaze.
Oh, we got a 5 gaze. What's up? And that's an Avatar. And Harbinger's going to your heal. That's going to activate walk up. That's fine. And Harbinger is going to
So Reclaimer just moved up slightly, and Harvey's now activating.
come up slightly here. And I'm going to heal myself.
And she's healing for 4, which brings her to 11 with camping 6. So back to Cam with 10 minutes and 25 seconds left on Alex's clock. 6 minutes and 30 seconds when we started at this turn. For Cam, this is bottom of 4. So 3 on focus going on to the Behemoth.
Okay. Let's activate.
So he's looking to see if he has any other maintenance before he can move in.
Great Bears are dead. Winterguard or Winterguard. Okay. So I'm gonna do.
So Cam's still thinking. If you're not tired of hearing my voice, make sure you listen to the 4 New Gamers podcast available in the Hand Cannon Online network of podcasts. So Silas is activating and walking up.
And Siley is gonna give Arcane Secrets.
And giving Arcane Secrets to Old Witch. And Arcane Secrets.
So Arcane Secrets is additional die and drop the lowest on spells.
Okay, so basically, Sign's importance for spells. So basically, you take it, roll an extra die, and drop the lowest.
Is going to. So the Old Witch is going to charge.
The Old Witch is going to charge. Looks like the Bastion.
And I'm going to cast Gallows.
And she is
on
casting
Harbinger.
Gallows on Harbinger.
So, okay. So I have defense 16.
So defense 16 right now, Harvey.
So this is 4 dice from the lowest.
So it's 4 dice, drop the lowest, needing 9.
It's still an attack roll at the spell, right? Yeah.
Needing 9 to get Gallows. Dropping the lowest. And that is a hit.
Okay. So this is, you can push towards me. Push D6 towards me.
D6 towards. So it's going 6 inches. Thumbs up from Cam, so I'm assuming that's what he wanted.
Yeah, stop.
It will have to stop as soon as he. Oh, here, use the laser.
Brings up a straight as well. Yeah, so I would stop.
So they're trying to figure out the straightest line.
That's, yeah, it should charge.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a slam. Is Bastion been knocked down bottom or no? This is punch. Yep. So this is Pow 13.
Pow 13.
Powers 14, 16, 18, 20. So nothing.
So no damage.
Charge on that guy.
Doing the charge on the Bastion.
13 effectively, yeah.
So solid hit on set up 2 boxcars.
13, so that's 3.
So dice off 3, and that's
So
7 damage.
Okay. Second attack. Snap on. Iris is going to go. She's going to stand still and shoot.
Iris is standing still and shooting Harvey.
So this is Rat 9.
Rat 9.
Yep, so I need to apply the hit. Shield guard. So
Okay.
Devo takes it.
And disruption. Sweet.
No, I mean, Jack.
Jack, yeah.
So that's good. Behemoth goes next. Stands
Behemoth
still,
is
shoots Harvey.
taking stand shield and shooting Harvey.
Boost to hit.
Defense 14, and it's a hit.
Damage. Dice minus 6.
Dice minus 6,
Five
so it's
damage.
5 to Harvey.
Second shot. I really need to.
So taking a second shot with the Behemoth.
7 and 6 is
13.
I'm not gonna. Can I skip rolling for deviation?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that if Alex doesn't. So we're skipping over deviation because there's not enough to be able to do anything. Yeah.
Cosmic Joe's gonna go.
Cosmic Joe's
Joe is going to give them boosted attack rolls.
boosted attack rolls.
So he is going to go up here and take a shot.
Taking a shot at Harvey.
So it's a big miss.
You know, it's a miss regardless.
I'm not gonna be able to get another shot.
They have Pathfinder, don't they? He's moving up the Widowmakers.
They do not, so that's kind of pointless. I guess I just have. Oh no, I have these guys. They're gonna kill stroke.
So
They're gonna charge Hardy.
they're charging the Illuminator or assassins are.
There because of gaze, you have to advance directly towards. You can't go
Oh
past
right.
it, so you can go to here.
Crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, Gaze
This
is
a big deal.
Gaze is preventing the assassins from moving in to try to assassinate Harvey.
She's in her command in his command range too.
So his arc is like this. She is not.
So
Those guys were. Based on how
she is. I don't even know if she's actually facing her. Is she
So-
facing? I don't even know.
Well, yeah, I have no. I mean, if you're.
Should have marked the bases.
Yeah. So questions about
Yours are
bases.
There, you could be facing either direction.
Yeah.
If her base is there, you're either way.
So there was a question about with the model.
I
It's
don't know. Who did she attack last?
Dude, here.
yeah. So it looks like we've determined she's not facing the right direction, so she can't see Harvey to charge.
I can't get Hardy. It's game.
And we're down. Clock's coming down to 15 seconds,
Good game though.
and it looks like it's game.
So close.
It was a very close game. So here, let me
Yeah.
activate this again.
There's nothing. The only other way I would have been able to get you with the winter guard is if they could see.
This guy's already.
Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk this. Who wants to go first? Alex, you give us your view of how the game went.
Okay. Well, this side of the table was really rough going into it. So I was like, how am I ever gonna break through there?
You choose to go.
I wanted to go first, so because I didn't want to give him the ground with all his shooting.
True.
Oops, I kicked the.
That's okay.
Um,
It's the end of the game. It doesn't
yeah,
matter
so
as
it
much.
was pretty tough. So I had to just stay tight and just chip away at it. I was pretty much focused on charging his objective as soon as possible to
Yeah.
get that control point, and then playing fast and tight and martyring as appropriately as I could to just force him to roll more dice so I can get ahead on the clock. So
Yeah. And that worked. At any point, were you playing towards scenario? I mean, you took out the objective. You just do it to prevent him from having the
I
benefit.
was. I would have actually guided handed those bastions if I wasn't so low health last turn and been able to probably hit those two winter guard that were there and down or control the zone and score another point on my previous turn and force you to come in. But I couldn't spare the 2 focus to do that with Harbinger. So yeah.
I mean, and at what point did you figure you weren't going to play for scenario anymore? Because I mean, was it that like even that knowing that the clock was that low? Is that another reason why you wouldn't have pushed for scenario? Because you knew that there was only like 9 minutes or 8 minutes left on it. I think there were 6 minutes to last this turn.
Yeah, I was basically just going to, even like moving forward, I probably didn't need to move forward there with Harbinger at the end. It was kind of just trying to get up a little bit from stuff snaking behind. And,
Yeah.
A big mistake that I should have done is I forgot to put the focus on the devout dispel barrier, so I wouldn't have been able to cast the spells on me, that would have completely
Yeah, that would have been
avoided
a lot
all of
different.
that,
Yeah.
so.
I'm not gonna lie, that gallows was a fake out. I was hoping you'd shield guard. But
So,
then I screwed it up because I was like, she's not even in a good position for that to be threatening, really.
yeah,
So,
yeah, so
oh well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Wanna
thought that
pa-
was. Yeah. Could have charged into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and little misplays early on in the TFG kind of tilted me at the
Yep.
very beginning with not getting there, and the forest was a pain in the butt for me early on breaking out, but obviously it played to my advantage of just staying in this gully of stuff charging through water or through the forest, since you didn't have the Pathfinder access either. So and just trudged forward with my heavy infantry. So.
Yep, that worked. The bastions are so nasty with the being able to spread, not only spreading the damage across them, but having the seneschal, which also gives you back a point every time, because you basically got back equivalent of what 2 or 3 bastions throughout this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're healing 5 points each turn. Right?
Yeah, and I was the TFG. I don't know how I liked them this list. I mean, obviously, them against Widowmakers was like, oh, I got a martyr because I can't just let you just stand there and annihilate them. I wanted the martyrs to be more directed actually towards like, oh, Bastion has 2 health left and you rock a damage roll. It's like, I just let it die and martyr it, so I only like effectively take like max 3 points instead of like 16 points of damage total. So like really nerfs your.
Yeah, definitely.
Your
Yeah, martyr is very annoying to play against,
Yeah.
as I'm sure Cam can attest to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
So Cam, what was your take on the game?
It was a bit of a slugfest. Yeah, just a lot of arm, a lot of boxes to try and crack. Unfortunately, I didn't really bring anything that could just kind of get Harbinger or neutralize any of the defensive tech, which kind of sucks. And then I was just trying to get through everything. And then not entirely sure how well Deff spamming really went, because you have that additional
Guided hand space.
guided hand pretty much neutralized the assassins pretty well.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
then gaze.
So in hindsight, if you knew you're playing this list, what would you do? What would you bring differently? Like, what would you bring instead?
Honestly, I still think that the Rear Guard are great. I don't think I played it very well. There was a turn where I kind of forgot to move all of them.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
That was a
Yeah, because you
thorn in
left
my side.
you left yourself out of range, so all the back guys couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and once they're CRA, they can put in a lot of hurt on the bastions. But it's just because so many of them were still so far behind, and the closest bastions were engaged, I didn't really have a lot of options for trying to put some damage into them. I think the Eliminators worked well. They were good. Behemoth, I just love Behemoth.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I was kind of hoping to try and clear a path to the Avatar, because I didn't want to get him too close to the bastions, because I've seen bastions rip apart jacks really easily.
You always think they're like, oh, POW 12s, whatever, but then like on a charge, and then they're blessed. So it's like if you have like it's like, oh, Arcane Shield, like whatever, bastions, like no, I don't care.
And they're Weapon Master too, right?
Weapon Master, so those 4 dice on the 12s in the charge.
Yeah, POW 12 weapon masters are not something to take lightly.
Yeah, I honestly think I was thinking about it today, and I decided that I was probably going to try and run a mortar. But then I realized that I had left my mortar at my friend's house. So I swapped out the mortar and the marksman for the Great Bears. And I'm feeling that now, if I had the mortar, I could have been just plinking good old Avatar right off the bat every turn. And that might have been nice. Also, just drifting POW 8s onto everything is pretty alright too. But aside from that, I think the feet turns went well.
Yeah, I found it funny when you're like, oh, you didn't feed first turn? You're going to let me advance? And I was like, oh crap, should I really? I was just like, oh man, this is like, I lost those guys.
Yeah.
I was like, man, maybe that was really good.
I always feed too early with Harbinger,
Yeah.
so it's just like.
At least you remember.
First turn I charge him a go, and then I feed, and then you're just like, okay, well you can't really charge me back, so I can stand still.
Yeah.
Versus like, that's why I don't want to feed that first turn kind of idea. So.
Well, against me, I think it might have been a better idea, because I was able to get up close to you and capture most of your stuff.
Yep.
So kind of neutralize that. But had you feed it first, I wouldn't have been able to move in. Everything in here is susceptible to power or power like
Yeah,
fire.
it was more just because you have range, and kind of my thought on it was,
Yeah.
if I feed, and then you go, okay, I don't, but then you don't feed subsequently, then you wait,
Yeah.
and then you wait, because I have to charge you. Once you're in position, you stand still.
Yeah.
Right, so I didn't want to
Yeah.
go too early.
I do have I do have some shooting. I always kind of like don't really count these guys really as shooting outside of the rockets because they're 8 range and usually get charged. So at that point, it's just like, okay, who can I free up and spray at?
This was so hard. I'm just trying to deploy this army bases. Yeah. Bastions are slow and they're medium bases, and it's like I don't want to like I've got to be on my 7 slot. I can't like do double back and like just try to feed everything there because you can just jam it.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, these guys are balanced as long as they get in and some bastions are there and some effective. We'll try. And go through, so. Yeah.
Well, it was a good game. Well, thank you guys for coming out, and thanks everyone for watching, both on the Twitch channel, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you like that, and on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe and like. Well, it's the first time these gentlemen played the opposing caster. So thank you for watching. Remember, we do our home machine games every Tuesday night at 7 a.m. or 7 a.m. Oh God, that would be horrible. At 7 p.m. Today was just sort of a one-off. We decided to do a Wednesday night game, so don't expect this on a regular basis. But tune in next Tuesday, and if you have a preferred caster you'd like to see, or anything you want from us, let us know. Just comment on the 4 New Gamers Facebook page or on the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks again for watching.